back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Mezco 112 Superman 1978 figure. So this is based on a Superman from the original 1978 film, which had Christopher Reeve in the role of Superman. Now I must admit, this is like my first time really going into the Mezco Toys line. Now, I actually had a Mezco figure from like years ago. I actually have like a 12-inch Jason figure that's based on Friday the 13th Part 7. But this is me really just not going to the line. But I was really over here because I was interested in picking up the upcoming Batman 1989 figure that they have on the way, because I already had that like on pre-order, you know, and I'm waiting on that. But I decided to go and pick up the Superman one too as well, because I was actually like on the wait list for this and it had open. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll go ahead and get it. And I went ahead and got it, you know. But I was originally only over here because I wanted like the Michael Keaton Batman that they have upcoming, you know, that's supposed to be out eventually. So I'm waiting on that. But I went ahead and picked up the Christopher Reeve Superman too. So this is like a 112 Mezco figure. This is my first figure in the 112 scale, you know, from Mezco, because like I said, I do have like a Jason Voorhees figure from them. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to get into this right now. Now this is the actual packaging for this Mezco Superman. Now I know normally these come like in boxes, but they decided to put this like in a telltale can for some reason. Now Mezco, I noticed, also gives you like some items too. Like they give you like this Mezco Mondays like card right here, which shows, I think this is like their mascot, that like inset looking thing. It says I'm now an owner of a Mezco. Then they give you like this too, like their logo thing. Then you also get like this packaging right here too from Mezco, and I think what's inside it is like the actual Mezco thing. So I'm gonna see if I can open this on up. When you open it, you get like this Mezco Mezit figure. I think that's what they call him, Mezit, which is like their mascot, I believe. And I think that's what his name is. I noticed that the arms even move on this too. It's like articulated, even like the ears. It even stands too. Then he also comes with like a boom box, like a radio too. I think that's kind of awesome. I think I saw like in one video, I think you can actually have him holding this too, if you like do it just right. But it does stand, even the radio stand too. So I think that's kind of awesome. Actually, when I looked in the package a little more, he has two radios actually. So he has like another radio. They're like the same radio, so he actually has like two radios. The Mezco toy. Another thing I want to touch on that I thought was pretty cool. Mezco actually double wrap their packaging. Now this plastic right here was actually around like the can, but then they had like a this box. This was the outside box, but then the actual can, like the product itself, was actually in this separate box. So they actually had it packaged like 2 times, which I think is pretty good, you know, because it actually keeps it from getting any kind of dents or getting bent up, because they have it double wrapped basically. So I think that's good on their part, you know, Mezco. Now on to the actual figure itself. Now this is an awesome can that they had. It seemed kind of odd that they put it in this, but as you can see, it does say 112 right there, which is their line of 6 scale, I think, inch figures. It has that Superman. I think this is the teaser poster, if I'm not mistaken, for the film before it was released. It could have been the theatrical. I think it was the teaser, and it says Superman right there, the logo. It has that Superman logo at the top too of the can, so that's awesome. This is beautiful packaging. Now, of course, this is based on the 1978 Superman film, you know, which is an awesome superhero film, without a doubt, you know. So I'm going to take this can on off. That's how it looks on the inside. Where you can select the Superman figure. And Mezco even gives you batteries, because there's like a light up stand in here too as well. So I'm going to see if I can just take these on out. Now, Mezco also gives you instructions on how to put the figure together and use like the accessories. So I think that's kind of cool. Then they have this too right here. I don't know what this is. So I'll probably read into that later. But they do give you like instructions though, so I'm going to get into this. But yeah, as you can see, this is how it actually looks like in this packaging. That's kind of interesting too. You really have a package, and you could turn it all around. And I think it actually opens if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna see. Yeah, they have tape up here. Yeah, it had tape at the top and at the bottom. But then once you do it, you can just open it on up. You can even leave him in there like that too. It's still hard to actually see Superman because he's covered with like his Fortress of Solitude stand. I believe that's what it's called. So I'm going to just get all this out. One of the things I do notice, and I think it's kind of cool about Mezco, now I really believe this is awesome. They actually give you like a bag. I do remember seeing this with like Mezco Toys figures, like in other people's videos. They give you actually like a bag where it says like 112 for actually putting like your accessories in. Say if you have like weapons or like alternate hands or heads, you can put all that in this. Now I think that is so awesome that they do that. You know, you can put all your collectibles, like the accessories that come with the figure, put it right inside this bag. Now I really do think that's a cool and awesome way to have stuff like this, so you can just keep your accessories in here. You know, I think that's really awesome. So you want to put them back in the box, you just can keep them here, and whenever you want to change them out, you can just pull out like a hand or a weapon and put it on your figure, you know. So I think that's really awesome that they give you these. Okay, as you can see, this here is the actual Superman figure, and they have them like in plastic, so I'm going to take this on off him. Looks like it was on his head. I must admit though, this is a pretty good likeness to Christopher Reeve. What I'm going to do is actually measure him first. Now when I measure him, oh, he's 7 inches. I thought like that figure was around 6 inches. This figure is actually like 7 inches. Well, I believe Christopher Reeve was like pretty tall though. Now he also has like a display stand too as well right here, as you can see, which has like the logo on it. Then Mezco also has like in this plastic too, which you gotta take off. So there's like a plastic right down the top. And it looks like it's one here at the bottom. As you can see, there's the actual stand which has like a peg right there. I guess for putting like a Superman on it. Because he does have like pegs under his feet too. So you can just like use that. But you also get this too as well, which is like a thing for dynamic posing, so you can have Superman like flying and stuff, you know. So there's no question that's what I'll be probably using. So what I do first is talk about the actual likeness and articulation of the Superman figure. Now I must admit, this really does look like Christopher Reeve. The likeness to him, I believe it probably could have been better, but especially like from certain angles, it really does like look like him, you know. That's no reason why I went ahead and chose to go on with this figure, even though I was actually preferring the upcoming Michael Keaton Batman '89 figure that they have on their way. But I just chose to go and pick up this one too as well. It looks pretty good, you know. Even his hair is coming down on his head, so it does look like Christopher Reeve. And his head does turn, you know, side to side. He has like the pivot, so you can't put him in all these different poses. He can look up, which I think is kind of cool, especially like you have him like flying. He even looks down. Looks like he has a good range of motion. Now, if anything, I notice like his neck, that kind of stands out right there around his neck. Even like the stitching like in his clothes, but that's pretty good. And you notice there's like cloth-based material too. There's a cape like the symbols on the back of it. Now I believe this is a wire cape too, if I could remember correctly. Yeah, it's like a wire-based cape. Another thing I think is awesome about that. So as you can see, like the wire is only at the ends of the cape too. So you can actually have Superman's like cape like blowing in the wind, and it's like it's only at the ends too. Not like down here at the bottom, but only at the ends, like right on the sides of them. That's the only way you can do it. Now that is awesome right there, no joke. So you can actually have his cape like bent, so you can actually have like it's bent, like it's just floating like in the wind like that. Like you got this float. that is awesome, I must admit. That he has like a bendable wire in his cape. So I think that's kind of cool. And it says like cloth material. I like how you can kind of see like his chest and so on, all that through like the cloth, and that's nice. That suit can bend like that, so he does have like an ab crunch, and you can, you know, leave him like that if you want. He can split. Leg can go up. He does have a bend at the knee. Feet turn. And he really stands. He stands very good. I like that he has like a bendable wire in his cape. I think that's really awesome. His arms can go up and out. Let me see if I can. So he does have where he can bend his arm. They can bend like that. Hand can turn. Now you have to be kind of careful when you actually bend them because it's like cloth material. They get wrinkles in it, you know, and I'm sure it can actually even rip over time, you know. So yeah, I must admit, I think this is a pretty awesome figure. Like I said, the likeness to a Christopher Reeve, now that I actually see it in person, it actually looks better. It actually really does look like Christopher Reeve. He even has like the blue eyes. Especially like when you turn it like to certain side angles, you know, it really does like look like him. And like I mentioned before, this way is the actual dynamic stand where you can put Superman like in flight poses and so on. Now I know normally it needs to be kind of like bad with certain figures, so I'm gonna see if I can actually get these kind of right, because sometimes he's kind of break and so on. Now I must admit I was actually having trouble putting together his dynamic stand of the pose, or the dynamic like thing of the stand, so I decided to move on to the accessories. So right here, as you can see, is the actual alternate hands that the Mezco 112 Superman figure has. So he has like a total of 7 hands, but actually I guess you could say a total of 9 hands altogether when you count the 2 that are on him. So he has like it looks like he has like 2 of each hand too, if I'm not mistaken, because he actually has like 2 flight hands right here, as you can see, like a left and right, and you can tell them are like flight hands. Then he has these kind of hands too as well. I think these are like gripping hands. You can tell they're kind of identical, but they're like left and right. Then he has like 2 more hands. I think it's these hands. Like these like are open hands that he had right here, like he's like open, like he's trying to grab or something. Then he has like this other hand too, which is like another like gripping hand. So he has like a total of like 7 hands. Well, 7 alternate hands, but he has like a complete total, like 9 alternate hands. And the next accessories that come with the Mezco 112 Superman figure are these Kryptonian Crystals that he had right here. He has like 3 of them. So as you can see, there's like 1. There's like 2 that's like clear, like crystal clear. And these are magnetized too, because if you look closely, you can see like the magnet on the inside, and they can actually, I think, lock together if I'm not mistaken. I see these though. And here's like another clear crystal. Then he also has like the green crystal too. Kryptonian crystal. Now these I noticed, and they are actually magnetized. As you can see, these are sticking together. They even stick together with the green one, so they do have like a magnet in them. Then we have the Kryptonite Rock right here too. But then this is cool. You can see all like the jagged edges in it, and that's awesome. Then he also has the Kryptonite Chain that Lex Luthor had put on him in the film. Because you can even say the Kryptonite on the inside of it. That's awesome. Nice in detail in the chain. You can also put this around Superman too, like around his neck. So as you can see, there it is on his neck. So you can actually have it hanging around his neck, like when he's in the water. Let's see if I can get it straightened out. Turn the right way. And as you can see, that's how low it hangs too. Kryptonite. Next, the Mezco 112 Superman figure has 2 alternate heads. So as you can see, you have this one right here. This is like a Superman smiling or Christopher Reeve smiling. That is kind of cool. Getting one like this. Then you have like an alternate one right here. This is him kind of like calm. Like I say, really like Christopher Reeve when you turn him from like a certain angle. So you actually get 2 alternate heads with Christopher Reeve, but it's like 3 in total. The head that was on the Superman figure, as you can see, the regular head. That's probably how I actually keep them. But then I took that one off and put on the smiling one. So there's the smiling one. The head came off pretty easily too, I must admit. I just popped it on off, it came off easy. Even the hands I noticed were kind of very easy, you know, to pop off. Now the next accessory that comes with the Mezco 112 Superman 1978 figure is this actual Fortress of Solitude stand right here, or display stand. So you can actually keep Superman on this too as well. Now this is beautiful, I must admit. You can see all like the crystal things up there and stuff. So I think they did a good job with like the sculpting of this. Yeah, this is awesome. Now this also has like a LED light up feature, which makes it really beautiful. Because as you can see, there's like the on and off switch. Because I already put the batteries in here. Now this actually came with the batteries too. It comes with 3 AAA batteries. That's what it needs, like 3 AAA batteries. But this is how you cut it on. Like there's a switch at the bottom, and when you cut on, that's how it actually looks. And it glows very bright too. It's like a very bright light, as you can see. I can actually cut the light off, you know, and I think I'll make it. Let me see. See, as you can see how bright it really is when you have it like this, you know. So I think that's kind of cool. Like the lighting is very bright. Now another thing interesting about this, if you look under here where the switch is, there's like 3 different slots in here. Well, not slots, but you can actually move it right there like the switch. You can move it into the middle, and what that does is keep this actually on like in a neutral position. Then you can take like a crystal, and if you look up top right there, right in the middle part, down right there, where you can set that hole, you can take one of your like crystals, and if you stick it in, it'll just light the base on up like that. So I must admit that is a cool feature. So you can actually put a drop a crystal in there, and I would cut it on. And it could be any crystal set. The green crystal, I can take the green crystal and drop it in, then it just comes right on. Now I must admit that is an awesome accessory to have. That is very cool. So yeah, there's a question I'll be displaying like Superman like this, you know, with that. But I probably will always keep mine actually like off, you know, until I'm actually going to be planning on doing it. But I think this is a beautiful piece rare to have that goes with this Superman figure. Now I actually finally managed to actually get the dynamic stand working like this right here. Now I must admit this was very hard to do. Like right here, like the hole right there that has like the foot peg for putting Superman's foot on, you actually have to pop that out of that hole. Then you would take like the dynamic stand, then you can stick it inside here. Now I must admit I had a lot of trouble getting that to come out. I actually had to use like a screwdriver, and you actually pop the peg out from the back. So you actually do it from the back. That's how I did it, from the back part, and then the peg will pop right on out. So I actually had to use a screwdriver to actually do it. Cause I saw like stuff like online where they were saying you're supposed to use this, but I was scared that I might break it trying to do that, you know. So now I think I should be able to put this right on there. Yeah, it does go right on there. But yeah, that was really hard. And then you can actually put this back in if you just want Superman like standing or whatever. You actually can put this back in too. Okay, as you can see, there's Superman. Now, I must admit, this right here I noticed it still seemed kind of like it can't really hold like a lot of weight. I actually kind of tightened up the screws, cause I know that's what you do with the dynamic stands. If they be kind of loose and like kind of breaking apart, well not breaking, but like coming like falling down, just try to tighten up the screws and then it will stay up, you know. But as you can see, you can get Superman, these kind of poses. I must admit that is awesome. So I know I probably have mine always displayed like this a lot of times, you know, like in flight poses. So I must admit that is cool. Now, like I said, if anything, this really just stands out so much if you want them like very high in the air like that, you know. But I think that is awesome. Okay, there's the Mezco Toys 112 Superman 1978 figure. So, you know, this is based on the original Superman film from 1978. The year I was born, too, by the way, which had Christopher Reeve in the role of Superman. I always thought that was a very awesome Superman film, you know. So yeah, this figure is actually based on that particular version. I think the likeness to Christopher Reeve is actually very good. It's actually better in person than it is like in the pictures. It's like you actually have to see it like in person. You can see that it does look really like Christopher Reeve, especially from like certain angles, you know. Like his articulation is done very well. I like some of the accessories that he has, even like the display stand, well not the stand, but the actual diorama that he has, like the Fortress of Solitude that lights up. That is a very awesome diorama, you know. I think they did a good job on that Mezco. So like I said, this is actually like not really officially my first figure from Mezco, because I do have like a Jason Voorhees figure from Mezco based on Friday the 13th Part 7. It was like 12 inches and it has like cloth on it. I do have that one. I always thought that was an awesome figure. But actually the 112 figures, this is like my first foray into their line, because I really went into this because I was planning on getting the Michael Keaton, the Batman 1989 upcoming figure that they have. I already had that on pre-order. Then I saw this Superman, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get the Christopher Reeve Superman too as well. So I went ahead and chose to do that too. And I was actually on the wait list for this, and they had open. That's why I went ahead and got it. You know, I was like on the wait list, and they actually had a spot open for me, you know. So apparently somebody had canceled their order or something like that, because if the spot open, that's why I went ahead, you know, and picked it on up. But I was definitely looking forward to just actually getting the upcoming Batman 1989 112 figure from Mezco. That's what I was looking forward to getting, because that one looks awesome. But yeah, I think this is an awesome figure. This is pretty good, you know. So I know I'm definitely going to be planning on getting the Batman one, because I do have it on pre-order, you know. So there will be more figures from Mezco Toys from me, you know. So yeah, I think it's an awesome figure, especially for a fan of the Christopher Reeve Superman. I would definitely recommend picking this up. So this is the Mezco Toys 112 Superman 1978 Superman figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe to as well. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.